Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Still Swinging Podcast. And once again, I'm your host, Thomas. And today, we headed back to California, where Lord Durk has been indicted for the unaliving and the attempted unaliving of rapper Quando Rondo and his cousin. And today, I'm coming to you with some news that I got for y'all, family. And you know me, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. All right? Listen, I know who told on Durk. Okay? I know who the informant is that told on Lord Durk. All right? I know how the ball got rolling with this situation. I know the name of them. All right? Listen. Some information, right? And listen, I never claimed to be no jailhouse lawyer. I just been through this so much and dealing with my own cases with the federal government. I understand exactly how it works. Okay? Look, so when I hear stuff, it's different from when you hearing stuff. Okay? I'm very analytical in what I'm listening to. Okay? That's just the way my brain processes things. All right, listen and walk with me real quick, and I'm going to take you through a quick journey, and you're going to see it's easy to figure out which one told on Lord Durk, set this in motion. All right, I'm about to play a clip for y'all. So without further ado, let's jump into my information.
According to the indictment, Kevon Grant allegedly rented two cars, one of which had a fake license plate for the men to use and follow Rondo and his 24-year-old cousin. But when Rondo and his cousin stopped for gas, according to prosecutors, Asa Houston allegedly drove to a nearby alley before Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and a third unidentified man known in the indictment as co-conspirator 2 carried out the shooting, which...
Listen, co-conspirator 2 is the informant. If you notice, they said everybody's name except one when they talked about the shooting. Okay, we know for a fact that Vonnie was not there. He orchestrating it, right? He the go-between, all right? He dropping the lows and all of this, all right? So, also Houston, who is Boogie, is there on the scene, right? Because they said his name. All right. Keith Jones, who is Flocka, hopped out as a shooter. Okay. David Bryant Lindsay, who is Brown Eyes, hopped out as a shooter. And now they talking about a third indicted co-conspirator 2. They didn't say his name for a reason. They didn't say his name for a reason. And who name they did not say? DeAndre D.D. Wilson. D.D. is the unnamed co-conspirator who was on the scene. That's how they got this information. They got it from D.D. Okay, I'm guaranteeing you right now, Didi is not going to be housed in the same facilities that the rest of them housed in. They're going to eventually break them up as more of them start cooperating. They're going to eventually break them up as more of them start cooperating and giving up other intricate details that they didn't already know about. But I'm telling you right now, DeAndre D.D. Wilson set this in motion. Okay? Because notice, they said everybody's name on the scene. And listen, DeAndre D.D. Wilson is clearly in an indictment. He been indicted with him. All right? So why when you get to the point of what happened, you take his name out of it? That's not a mistake. That's done on purpose. They took his name out of it because he is a co-conspirator, but he is a confidential informant, so they can't say his name involved in the crime. All right, listen again.
Winch had a fake license plate for the men to use and follow Rondo and his 24-year-old cousin. But when Rondo and his cousin stopped for gas, according to prosecutors, Asa Houston allegedly drove to a nearby alley.
So Asa Houston was driving, right? So we know, they said his name. Asa Houston was driving. He was the driver.
Before Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and a third unidentified man known in the indictment as co-conspirator 2 carried out the shooting, which was
Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and a third unknown co-conspirator. Who is the only name that they left out? DeAndre D.D. Wilson. He set this in motion, family. DeAndre D.D. Wilson dropped dropped the hammer on this case. Okay? DeAndre D.D. Wilson might have been trying to extort Durk. Durk might not have been trying to pay him. All right? He might have got jammed up for something that didn't have nothing to do with this. All right? Because he already known to do something stupid, right? So it ain't a wild guess. He done something else stupid and got caught. Okay? And the way out of all of it was this right here. Okay? He jumped on the side of the law to give up Lord Durk to get himself out of whatever he was into, or to press Durk for money. That's the only two ways that went. But I'm telling you right now, I know who told on Durk. I know who gave up this information. Okay, DeAndre D.D. Wilson. He is the co-conspirator who was on the scene that they will not name. All right, they named all the rest of them in the parts they played. But when it came down to him, he was one of the shooters. He jumped out of the car. All right, and fired on them with the rest of them. But they won't say his name because he on their team now. Okay, he set this in motion. Okay, DeAndre D.D. Wilson, D.D., he the problem that set this problem in motion. All right, still swinging out.